Liam's been to the cinema, and here are the spoiler-free reviews of the things that he saw at the cinema.
I only seen one thing since we last recorded, because we
Liam's been to
like
the cinema, and here is the spoiler-free review of the thing that he saw at the cinema.
I saw You Were Never Really Here.
I've not heard of it.
Wait, I'm going to just bring up the synopsis quickly.
Okay.
Because reasons. Bear with me, it's taking time. Alright, here we go. Here's the synopsis for You Were Never Really Here. A missing teenage girl, a brutal and tormented enforcer on a rescue mission, corrupt power and vengeance unleash a storm of violence that may lead to his awakening. How does that sound?
Sounds alright.
Does, doesn't it?
Oh, is it a lie?
It's right. Okay. Let me, before I go into my feelings on this, let me just start by saying, critically, this movie has been doing really well. Like, I think Commode listed it as his film of the week last week, and I've seen a few people on Twitter raving about it. On Letterboxd, it's been getting generally positive, 4 out of 5 plus reviews.
Yeah.
It's directed by Lynne Ramsay, and she also directed We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I've heard about it.
Yeah, I watched it when it came out. So it came out in 2011, so we're talking 7 years ago.
Yep.
I really struggled with it, and it's very similar issues to You Were Never Really Here, where these films are adapted from, I think, books. Lynne Ramsay has kind of done the adaptation herself, and both of them I'm like, I think there's a good story here, but the way it's being presented to me in film form, I'm hating.
Okay.
So basically, I cannot stand Lynne Ramsay as a director, and I went into this with an open mind because I was like, okay, we need to talk about Kevin. That didn't work for me. Hopefully this one will. And it was the exact same issues where it's not exactly artsy fartsy, but it tries to do. I mean, You Were Never Really Here more so than We Need to Talk About Kevin. It tries to do this thing where it goes, I'm not going to explain it. You figure it out.
Oh, you hate that.
Some films do that well, right? Because they give you enough pieces of the puzzle that you can fill in the blanks, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't even give you anything. It feels lazy. It just feels like a lazy excuse for them to just be like, whatever, and now we do this. And the editing's really shit, and both me and Kat came out and we were just like, so did this mean that? We think it did, but we're just guessing because there's no nothing in the film would lead you to actually think that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, got you.
It was just, so it has Joaquin Phoenix in the lead. He's alright. It's also, so the synopsis said, it's all about him trying to save this abducted girl, right?
Yep.
And the girl is played by Ekaterina Samsonov.
Okay.
Now you would think in a role like that, abducted girl, the film would be trying to make you feel so much sympathy and stuff for her. I couldn't stand her. Really couldn't. And it's not the acting, it's just the way that the film presents the character and the information and the story. It's so infuriating and frustrating. There was one cool scene, right? One cool scene where it's all told via static CCTV shots.
That scene, not the film.
Yeah, just that one scene.
Got you.
And so you're in a hotel or a sort of a hotel, I think, and there's music playing in a room, and as the scene cuts from shot to shot, the music gets louder or quieter depending on the proximity of the camera to that room.
Yep, got you.
Really cool. Works super well. Nice scene. And I was like, okay, so at least I've got something positive to say about this film. And then later on, that exact same technique is just replicated, but instead of the whole CCTV angle, it is just camera shots, just static camera shots, cutting around with music that gets louder or quieter depending again. And I'm just like, why the fuck would you... The one thing that I thought was quite unique and cool, you've just gone and repeated it, which has now just diminished its impact.
Yeah.
This film infuriated me, and I
can tell, mate. You sound very infuriated.
It feels like Lynne Ramsay has deliberately made a movie to just punch my buttons and piss me off specifically, and it feels like it's specifically me because no one else seems to be hating it as much as I am.
Yeah, which is something for the listeners to bear in mind. If everyone else is loving it, it might be worth going and seeing.
Exactly, to be fair, it's not just me. Kat came out and hated it as well.
Yeah, but you've infected Kat.
Probably, yeah, with my seed.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting.
My Mind Seeds.
That's much better.
Good. And 1.5 out of 5.
That is very low.
That's generous. That is really generous. I nearly gave it a 1, and I was like, oh, a couple of the scenes are shot nicely, I guess. Like, the lighting is cool. But it's shit. It's really shit.
I mean, I didn't know what the film was. I probably wasn't going to see it anyway.
Well, I know, like, we were speaking earlier to Dan, and Dan was saying he was interested in seeing it. And I was like, look, you might like it. I wouldn't recommend it, though. And it's just, I don't like, and I try not to do it, but I don't like just kind of being so negative about films.
Yeah.
Like, generally, the lowest I'll give is, I think most of my reviews, the lowest will be 2.5 out of 5. So that's just kind of an indication of how shit we're talking here.
Yeah, that's really not good.
Nah. So I just don't think I'm going to watch any more Lynne Ramsay films because she hates me.
Fair enough.